Okay, in terms of injury, yesterday, Bates in concussion protocol still. Um, Elijah did roll his ankle, so we're looking at that right now. Hicks, with that, and then I was proud of the way Jake Curran came in, did a nice job, and they did a solid job for not playing multiple positions, but filling in at the guard position. I thought he did a really good job there in terms of filling in. Tevin Jenkins has got a chance to potentially get back in there this week. Again, we'll see how it progresses over the next 48 hours. Um, again, much of the same from yesterday. Just was really pleased with how the guys fought, how they battled. Offense, really had a spark, and looking forward to getting the game plan going for this week, and moving on to Minnesota. But again, disappointing loss from yesterday. As we work into it, the guys were all positive in the team meeting. I showed them sequencing of the first half. Playing complementary football there. I thought that was really good. How we exhausted the time and scoring a touchdown at the end. After the interception, and also I think it's good complementary football at the end of the game. Having the ability to. I know we gave up that big pass, but we end up stopping the 2-point conversion, and then obviously coming back there, had a chance to win it. At the very end, and after a little bit of adversity there, getting 3rd and 19, 2 passes to Rome there, I thought was good, and then the pass to Keenan, feel really good with running the ball there to get it to the 28-yard line, and then taking it down, the clock down to 3 seconds, and then going for the game winner there. So I thought the operation was good. There was playmakers making plays when they needed to at the end of that game, and we just got to be firmer in the pocket there. And the protection, the field goal protection. And again, we'll look at that play. It's a play that we need to execute on, and a play we need to do better on in terms of making that game winner. So with that, I'll take questions.
I know you stand by your decision to settle for the kick from 46 yards out. When you're in that moment and you're going through the decision process, what were the risks that outweighed the rewards of trying to?
Yeah, I mean the obvious risks are they stem or whatever. You false start, you go backwards. You look at all that, and you run an outside play and they call holding. Um, you throw a pass and it gets tipped. Whatever it is, if you feel good about your decision there and the wind conditions and what the conditions are at that point and where you are in the field, and you feel good about it, you take it down and you kick it. And we felt good about it.
How much real-time discussion is there, or how far in advance do you have that decision sort of made on where you were going to be okay?
Yeah. Once you're inside that line there, you feel good about it. Cairo's line. We don't talk about lines, per se, but he was well inside the line, for his comfortability there. So.
Matt, prior to that field goal, do you know that Cairo Santos is a perfect 70 out of 70 under 40 yards when you're kind of approaching and thinking about, where you should kick it at?
Yeah. But again, we felt good where it was. The wind was not a factor there. We felt good where he was on the field, and we felt very confident in his ability to get that done.
And just to confirm too, from watching the film, you said that the operation on the kick was good, or what the blocking wasn't tight enough. Like what's?
Yeah, we had to be firmer inside. Okay. Yeah, we had to be firmer inside for sure. And again, we'll turn the play in, because obviously they were on our long snapper. So we'll turn it in and see what the league says from there. But again, we just got to be firmer in the execution there.
What did you see with the long snap specifically, like on top?
Yeah, we just saw him making direct contact with them right away, and we'll turn that in as well.
Does the result change anything for you as far as going forward? Would you do the same thing again in a similar situation?
Yeah, I mean where the conditions were and where we were in the game, I would say yeah. I would do the same. I mean, would you like to be closer? Yeah, sure. You'd like it to be at the 15-yard line, but it is where it is. And you could have done a bunch of different things there. You could have ran a pass. You could have ran a play, outside play. You could have ran another play that we punched it there, forward for 2 yards, from the 30 to the 28. So again, if that thing breaks for a couple more yards, it's definitely a positive. But that's where it is.
There were a lot of positives in this game, but as you know, the locker room was dejected afterwards. At least when we were in there, maybe as dejected as it's been all year. Jalen Johnson called it kind of comical the way you guys have been losing some of these games, like heartbreak games. Eberflus and things are happening that's never happened to him in his career. Is there more that you have to say this week other than we're looking ahead to the next game? I mean, does there have to be a little bit more? Because this is a dramatic loss.
Yeah, I would just say you got to do right. You know, you got to do right when it counts, and I think that we just got to keep doing that. You know, we got to do it together. And again, we gotta coach better. We gotta execute better. We gotta do that better at a higher rate. And you know, you keep doing that, good things will happen. And again, I know we've lost 4 in a row. 2 of those have been, you know, heartbreakers. I understand that. But again, I told the guys this at the team meeting about mental toughness is at a premium right now, and you got to have mental toughness. And you got to have confidence in your ability to get this thing done. And I believe in those guys in the room, in that team room today, and they all look me dead in the eye. And we believe in each other.
Matt, what did you like about Thomas's ability to get deep in the ball in a lot of different ways, especially in the first half?
Yeah, it was good. You know, DJ is obviously really good at run after catch. You know, so the more times you can get him, you know, and he does a lot of things well, but that's one thing he does well. He's like a running back with the ball in his hands. So got great contact balance. You saw that on those screen passes, and I showed those in the team room today. And you know, the effort that other guys put in to those plays. You know, the other receivers, Keenan, Rome, all the guys blocking for him, the linemen doing the kickout blocks, and it was really, really good in terms of the execution, but the effort was even better.
Matt, what was your review of the first Packers touchdown where you guys kind of got caught with them hurrying up and a little bit of a
Yeah, that's on us. You know, that when they don't sub, we're not supposed to sub. You know, so that was on us. That was a mistake, and we got to be better there for sure.
It seemed like one of your 2 guys realized he wasn't going to make it in time and went back, and the other kept going.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
are you shouting? Is somebody shouting from the sidelines? Hey, get back here! Or
Yeah, we shouldn't have sent him in. Yep, there was no sub there, so we should have done better there.
What did you see from Caleb's improved performance, specifically in this game?
I would just say you know, the distribution to the skill was really good. I thought his timing, his progressions were good, really good, and that was out through the whole week. You know, his whole week was like that. You know, his completion percentage was high during the week. You know, his ability to adjust and change as he did, you know, in one of those last plays when they brought zero pressure, you know, the throw to Keenan, he was able to adjust and change the protection to max protection, and be able to deliver the ball on time, you know, and be able to see that. That was really good to me. And again, I had a meeting with him this morning. We went through all the plays, and yeah, there's a lot of good things in there.
Matt, do you think, regardless of how the losses have happened, to be 4-6 with this roster, do you think that's underachieving? Based on what talent you guys have?
Yeah. You don't want to be 4-6. You
Some
know,
teams are 4-6 because they got a 4-6 roster.
yeah. We're 4-6 right now, and we're looking forward to this competition coming up on Sunday. And we are where we are, and we can only focus on this one right here. And I know we've had some disappointing losses. We're disappointed in those, but you can't look back. You got to look forward, and you got to look upward, and that's where we are.
Matt, the defense has just 5 sacks in the last 3 games and only 1 yesterday. What's kind of going on with that?
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, definitely needed more a better coordinated pass rush. You know, getting on the quarterback, HOQ hitting the quarterback. Again, that's something we have to look at. We have to be better there for sure, and that's something we're going to look at this week for sure. You know, it's something that we have to be coordinated with and have a better result.
Caleb mentioned last night that he got the plays in quicker from Thomas, just you know, in his helmet. It seems like a small thing, but was that something you guys were aware of with Shane? That it may have been coming in a little slower than Caleb had wanted?
Yeah, I do like the tempo in which we operated. You know, in terms of play caller to the quarterback to the offense, getting to the line of scrimmage. That was way better in terms of the energy and the timing of it, and that's going to be good going forward too.